First look at POSP ROM based on Android 11 running on the Xiaomi Poco F1. Hey peeps, what's up? Punchy here, back with another video, and in this video we're going to have our first look at the official build of POSP ROM, version being 4.1.5 based on Android 11 with security patch from May 2021, the kernel being Illusion Plus. The kernel build is from Sunday, May 9th, and we are running this build on the Poco F1. So out of the box you do get launcher, and this is how your recents are going to look like. Press and hold on the app icon in the recents. We have app info and split screen. Let us try the same out for the Google Play Store and have a look at the different options which we get for the Play Store. So here it is, press and hold again, app info and split screen. We do have the option for screenshot, share and delete, and the other option you have is clear all. So you do not have the option of select because you are using launcher. You do have access to your Google feed and everything is pretty smooth with respect to the Google feed. Volume panel, bam, here it is. You can of course customize your volume panel with different options. Quick setting tiles, here it is. These are the different tiles which are available, and of course I am using a custom color for my quick setting tile background, something which is offered by the ROM. Tap on the edit icon and you can of course add more tiles in case you want to. If you tap on the three dot menu on the top right, the only option you have is to reset. The blur and zoom effect from Android 11 works without any issues. Next up, let us have a look at the screen recorder, which does let you record device audio and microphone at the same time to see if there is any lag in the UI once the recording kicks in. And there it is, the screen recording has started, and let's see if there's any lag in the UI. Nope, there is no lag in the... oh, hold on. I think there is a little bit of lag in the UI when you do start the screen recorder. So that I think is an issue with the build. And yes, you do have the option of notification history. Now, as you can see, we do have the Android 11 Easter egg cats game working without any issues along with bubbles. Do note that WhatsApp does not support bubbles right now. Next up, let us head over to the settings, network and internet, tap on the Wi-Fi name, tap on it one more time, and there it is. You have the option to disconnect, and you also have the option to auto connect on a per Wi-Fi basis. Next up, let us head over to apps and notifications, see all applications. Let us go to camera permissions. Here it is. These are the different options which you have. Microphone, three different options, and then you also have a toggle to remove the permissions if the app is not used for some time. Go into mobile data and Wi-Fi. You do have per app network isolation, which in my opinion is a pretty nifty feature. Then you also have priority conversations. So we'll go into conversations. Here it is. These are your priority conversations. We already talked about notification history and bubbles. Next up, let us head over to battery. So in battery, you do have battery saver. You can set a schedule based on your routine or based on your percentage, and you have a toggle to turn off battery saver when the battery is charged to 90%. Adaptive battery is present along with some details about last full charge and screen usage since last full charge. Moving over to display. So you do have dark theme, and of course with Android 11 you can customize your dark theme to turn on and off at a custom time as well. Then you also have night light. Adaptive brightness is present along with screen timeout, and screen attention is also there. Feel free to pause and read the content on your screen right now to know what screen attention does. Then you have a toggle for auto rotate screen. You can change your colors, three different options: natural, boosted and adaptive. Then you can change the font size, the display size. The DPI can also be changed along with your screensaver. And if you go into lock screen, what all notifications you want to see. Do you want to see all the notifications, or do you not want to see any of the notifications? Then you can add a custom text on your lock screen. If you want to wait the lock screen for new notifications, if you go into advanced, you have ambient display customizations, which include pickup, hand wave, and pocket mode. Then you have double tap to wake, and that works without any issues. Moving over to sound. So in sound, you have your normal sliders for the volumes. Then you can choose to link and delink your ring and notification volume. If you want vibration for calls, you have options for that. Then if you tap on advanced, you have the option of configuring your quick settings media player if you want to see it in the quick settings panel or not. And then you have toggles for all the different options which you see on your screen, along with the toggle to enable or disable the screenshot sound. Moving over to security. So in security, you have your screen lock, which can be swipe, pattern, pin, or password, and then you have fingerprint. Unfortunately, no IR face unlock and no app lock on POSP, and I don't know if and when the developers are going to add IR face unlock. Next up, if you go into system, go into gestures, you have quickly open the camera by pressing the power button twice, works from any screen. Activate the torch when the screen is turned off by double tap the power button or long press the power button, whatever option you want to choose. System navigation, three different options: the old school 3 button, 2 button, and gestures. Tap on settings, you can configure the sensitivity for the left edge and the right edge. Then you can prevent ringing by pressing power and volume up together to put the phone into vibrate or into mute mode as long as the main toggle is on. Then you can customize your power menu, device controls, and once you set up a lock screen, pin, password, or fingerprint, then you can enable and disable the toggle for sensitive content as well. Next up, let us head over to fries. So this is where you have major customizations for POSP. So first up, this is the UI of the fries. Tap on the 3-bar menu, and here are your other options. Let us go through the quick settings customization first of all. So if you want to disable the quick settings and scrim color customization, you have a toggle for that. And once you disable this, you can configure your background color for the quick settings using an RGB picker, HSL, or HSV, whatever picker you want to. Let us try out the blue one and confirm this, and there it is. You can see it has changed over to blue, and using this you can configure the transparency as well. So again, a pretty nifty feature. Then in case you want quick setting tile disco, you have a toggle for that as well. And what this is going to do is make your active quick setting tiles in different colors. So let us turn on Bluetooth. Here it is. You can see a different shade of green, blue here, and then this one here is a different shade of green as well. So that is quick setting tile disco. And then you also have quick setting tile tint with the accent color, which is going to override the choice you made over here. So once I enable this, as you can see, the tint color is white, so the quick setting background changed to white. Then you can configure your auto brightness toggle, whether you want to see this in the quick settings tile or not. Brightness slider, when do you want to see it? Never show, show when expanded, or show always. Then if you want to see the title for quick setting tiles, you have a toggle for that. And you can configure the tile rows and columns in both portrait and in landscape mode. And then you also have the reset button, which is your circle with a back arrow. This is for resetting it to the default values. So all these are customizations for your quick settings. Let us now head over to system and gestures. So here it is. You can use the volume buttons to skip the tracks. In case you want to see advanced reboot options, you have a toggle for that. Then you can customize your gestures. So double tap to sleep on the lock screen. 3-finger screenshot is present. Let us give 3-finger screenshot a try. Bam, there it is. Works without any issues. No long screenshot, unfortunately. Then you have a toggle for ambient music tracks. In case you want to hide the gesture pill at the bottom, you have a toggle for that as well. Then you can configure the navigation bar length. There it is. You can see pretty smooth and works like a boss. In case you want to swap out the navigation buttons when you are using 3-button layout, you have a toggle for that. Then you have navigation bar tuner for the 3-button as well. So what is the layout you're looking for, and you can edit the buttons as well for your 3-button navigation style. Then you have a toggle to allow VPN. Signature spoofing is there. and in case you want less boring heads up notification, you have a toggle for that as well. Next up, let us move over to the themes section. So first up in themes, you can of course choose your accent color, and this you can choose for the light theme and for the dark theme, and then you again have RGB, HSL or HSP, whatever you want to use. Then in case you want a colored system UI which is based on the wallpaper, colored scrims and quick settings, you have a toggle for that as well. What is the icon shape you're looking for? Here on screen are the different options which you have. The system icon pack can also be customized. Then what is the volume panel? Right now we are using AOSP. You have compact, Oreo and tiled. What is the volume panel? Direction, as in where do you want it, right or left, and these are all the customizations which you get with themes. And of course this is a pretty different UI. So here it is, icon shape and icon pack, all these are different from what you get with AOSP based ROMs. So the developers who work on POSP have made these UI changes. And of course we did catch another cat. Let me go ahead and dismiss this. Then you have customization for your status bar. So you can change the rounded corner radius using this slider. Here it is, you can see the radius change on the top left and on the top right of the screen, and of course you do have a reset button as well. Then you have customization for your battery style. Here are the different options which you have. Then what about the battery percentage? Where do you want it? Inside the icon, next to the icon, or hidden? And in case you want battery percentage in your quick settings, you have a toggle for that as well. Another impressive toggle here is smart clock, which of course does reboot the system UI, and it shows the clock periodically for a brief time period before the clock disappears. As you can see, I do not have the clock on the top left right now. Then in case you want to see the 4G icon in the status bar instead of LTE, same applies for volt icon, roaming indicator. Then you can choose what all status bar icons you want to see. Then you can also customize your network traffic monitor. Where do you want it? Disabled, status bar, or quick settings, the traffic unit, bits or bytes. Then if you want to auto hide the traffic monitor when there is no activity, you have a toggle for that as well. Then we have customization for the lock screen. So you have different lock screen clocks which are baked in. Here are the different options which are available, whether you want lock screen media art or not, and you can configure the blur level for this lock screen media art. Then you have a toggle for pocket detection. If you go into lock screen tuner, you can configure the left and the right shortcuts which you see on the bottom left and bottom right of your lock screen. Last option we have here is audio FX. So this is your volume equalizer which is baked in. Once you enable this, you do have different presets which are present, and you can configure your headset profile as well. There are a bunch of different Mi headphones which are available, and you can of course customize it manually to your own custom setting in case you want to do that. You have sliders for all the different frequencies which you can see on your screen right now. Next thing we can check for is safety net. So here it is, my device is not rooted right now. I have only installed Magisk app version 23.0, and as you can see, attestation is failing. Let us go to the Google Play Store, and herein we can try to see whether the device is certified or not. So device is not certified. This means you will have to root your device and enable Magisk Hide for you to use your banking apps. In terms of YouTube media playback, everything works absolutely fine. There are no jitters, no lags, live caption works, picture in picture works. Of course, for picture in picture to work, you either need YouTube Premium or you need to be in a specific country in case you do not want to pay for YouTube Premium. Next up, let us check whether portrait light feature is available or not. So here it is. Google Photos, let me try to edit this picture of my favorite football star. Wait for the loading bar to finish, go into adjust, and here it is. Portrait light feature is present and it works without any issues. Other than that, for the applications which come baked in, here are the apps which are baked in. If you go into wallpapers, these are the different wallpapers which are present. You do have the Star Wars Mandalorian wallpapers, and curated culture has all the latest wallpapers which Google keeps dropping. So you have Earth Day, Women's Day, the May patch wallpapers, all of those are present in this ROM. Then let us try switching between a few applications. There it is. No jitters, no lags, recents, smooth as always. Have a look at the Google feed also. Again, no jitters and no lags. So all in all, a good ROM, but you do have a few important features like IR face unlock missing. Oh, and before I forget, let us check if Hey Google is working or not. So Hey Google works with the screen turned on. Let us try it with the screen turned off. Hey Google, are you awake? Knock knock. Hey Google. Hey Google. So Hey Google does not work with the screen turned off. It only works when the screen is turned off. So that, my dear friends, is another issue with POSP ROM. And that will do it for this video. Hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.